got some separating some eggs. We're gonna have a cheat day, and because I work hard and I think I deserve it, we're gonna be working on a nice little dessert, tiramisu. Sure you guys have had it before, but I'm gonna show you how to make it. We're gonna separate some eggs here, about 6 eggs. Easy to separate an egg. Just get yourself a little bottle, water bottle or whatever. Put your egg into a small bowl. Squeeze the bottle a little bit. Go right above the yolk. And just let it suck it up. And boom, right into the next bowl. Easy, very easy way to separate eggs. Okay, we're gonna run down a few of the ingredients I'm gonna be using. Just so you know what we're doing. So we got here 6 egg yolks that I separated already. We got some heavy cream here. We're gonna leave that in the fridge, so keep it cold, because we're gonna use that later. We got some mascarpone cheese that we are letting sit at room temperature. Some espresso coffee that we pre-made and let cool down. Cup of sugar. Okay, so first step we're gonna do is we're gonna take this egg yolks here, and we got a little pan with simmering water. You want to do this way so that you don't cook you don't make scrambled eggs. You just want to cook the egg yolks without making them scrambled. So we're gonna put them over this here, and we're gonna add a cup of sugar to that. And we're gonna start whisking this all together. It's gonna become a little thick. If you need to thinning it out later on, about halfway through, just add about 2 teaspoons of maybe a little bit of milk or something. And you want to make this as smooth as possible. Not all the sugar is gonna dissolve, but when we get to the other ingredients, it will. You want to keep whisking this together, cooking it a little bit without letting it sit for too long, about 5 to 7 minutes. You want it to become nice and smooth as possible. Looks just like that, nice. Then you want to do is you want to set this aside and let it cool down while we do the next step. You want to take this bowl that I've had in the freezer, this little metal bowl that I've had in the freezer just getting really cold, because we're going to be making some whipped cream really quick that we're going to be using. So you want to take about a cup and a half, some heavy whipping cream. To that you want to go and add maybe about a teaspoon or so, some vanilla. You take your electric mixer or something, and you want to start whipping this cream until it gets nice and thick. You don't want to go too far. You don't want to turn it into butter, but nice stiff whipped cream. This nice and thick like this. You don't want to go too far. Once you got nice thick whipped cream, I'm going to set that aside for a second. Nice thick whipped cream. Okay, next you want to come over here and grab that nice mascarpone cheese that we had. Usually comes in a little 8-ounce tub like this. And we're going to add this to our egg mixture that we had made previously with the sugar. We're gonna add this nice. Do not use cream cheese. It's kind of almost like cream cheese, just a little sweeter. Do not use any other kind of cheese. Make sure you go all out. It's a little pricey, but the mascarpone cheese is what you want in there. I'm gonna get that in there. We're gonna get that into the egg mixture and make it smooth. Work out any lumps. You want to work out. You want to work out any lumps. You want it to become smooth. I was kind of working over a little bit of ice just because I wanted to hurry up for the video purposes. But take your time with this. Let everything cool on its own. Now that you have that cheese mixture with the egg nice and smooth, you want to go ahead and go for that whipped cream that we prepared. And this is where you want to be really careful, because you don't want to flatten out your whipped cream that you work so hard to make. So you're gonna put that whipped cream in there that you made, and you want to just fold it into the mixture until it all mixes together. Let it work itself. Do not overwork it so that you don't flatten out your whipped cream. Okay, now it's time to assemble everything, get it together. You're gonna need 2 packages of any kind of lady fingers that you can find. Lady finger cookies. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take these lady fingers, little fingers like this, and you're gonna soak them in the coffee a couple of times. Don't let them get too soggy, just dip them in there a couple of seconds. Let them soak up some of that coffee and just line them up. If you got a square pan, it works a little better. I'm working with what I got here. Just dunk them in a couple of seconds. Just cover your whole pan any which way you can. So you just work them in there a couple of seconds. Okay, once you got that first layer there of the lady fingers dipped in your coffee, you want to take about half of your mixture here and just spread it out over the top of your lady fingers. Spread it nice and even. Even as you can. Flatten it all out real nice. And you want to repeat this process twice. Practically you're going to layer out another set of lady fingers and then the rest of your mixture. Okay? Once you got that second layer of lady fingers dipped in coffee, just throw the rest of this mixture over the top here. Just spread it out. Just spread it out to cover all of them. that goodness in there. Okay, here comes the hardest part of the whole thing. Is once you got this all covered up like this, fight all your temptations. Fight all your temptations. Cover this thing up. Here's the type of dessert that the longer you wait, the better it's gonna taste. Get a little shake like that. Get everything nice and incorporated. And you're gonna put this in the refrigerator now for minimum of 6 hours to 8 hours. The longer the better. The next day it'll be better. The second day will be the best. And then, so we're gonna go and find a space in all this health food. I'm gonna leave that. Okay, once you've let this sit in the refrigerator for at least 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours, come back here, we'll uncover it. I got a sifter here full of unsweetened cocoa, and a little sifter. We're just gonna hit this off like this. You cut yourself a nice little piece like this. And you enjoy it.